This headline made the rounds a few months ago. Artificial intelligence wrote these laws. They cut corporate taxes, increased teacher pay, balanced the budget, and outlawed discrimination based on sexual orientation. And that got us thinking, what if your next president wasn't a person? Artificial intelligence is already making an impact in government. It flags tax fraud, predicts crime, even writes bills in South Korea and Brazil. So the big question is, could an algorithm run a country better than a human ever could? First, let's look at what AI is already doing in government. These include AI models for tax fraud detection and for predicting how much of a given commodity to allocate to each state. There are chatbots to answer public queries and even AI-powered tools for drafting bills. In South Korea, a team of AI-driven chatbots powered by AI was set up to help citizens with tax-related questions. And in Brazil, an AI chatbot was trained on thousands of past bills to help new legislators draft legislation. One particularly fascinating example is Estonia's AI judge, which uses case-specific data to predict the outcome of small claims court cases. This tool was created to alleviate the burden on human judges who were spending too much time on repetitive tasks. The AI judge reviews evidence and applies the law to give a verdict in a fraction of the time it takes a human. That leads us to our next point, which is the case for AI leadership. Put simply, AI could make decisions faster and free of the distractions that affect human leaders. It could analyze huge data sets way faster than any human could, and hopefully spot trends and correlations that we miss. And because it doesn't lobby, have an ego, or get tired, it could work around the clock on behalf of its constituents. In theory, an AI leader would also be free from corruption, taking decisions based on what's best for the country, rather than what's best for their political career. What's more, it could simulate the outcomes of policies before passing them, allowing it to learn from hypothetical outcomes without having to actually implement them. But there is a case against AI leadership, and it's a compelling one, because AI inherits the biases present in its training data. Using it to make decisions about laws and policies could be disastrous. Just last year, an AI system designed to flag potentially fraudulent insurance claims ended up discriminating against Asian Americans at a rate 500 higher than the national average. And if AI is programmed with biased data, it will perpetuate and likely amplify those biases. Which brings us to the question, who programs the values? Who sets the goals? Can AI really be objective when it's making life or death decisions about people's futures? Take the example of self-driving cars. Whose ethics are they programmed with? The engineer who coded it might prioritize safety over efficiency. Another might prioritize efficiency over safety. How does the car decide which to prioritize in a given situation? And on a larger scale, an AI tasked with improving a country's economy might not understand or care about the human cost of its decisions. Can AI really be trusted to make such decisions? After all, it can't experience human suffering, emotion, or compassion. And these are qualities we tend to value in our leaders. And finally, what if people don't trust a machine leader or refuse to obey its directives? Governments rely on the cooperation of their citizens. Without that cooperation, they can't function. But an AI leader might face more resistance than a human one. After all, people tend to trust other people more than machines. Which brings us to the sixth and final point, which is what an AI-led government could look like. Rather than replacing human leaders, AI could advise them, acting like a super-intelligent policy co-pilot. An AI assistant would be able to sift through mountains of data and suggest policies based on what has worked in other places and in similar situations. AI could also help solve some of the biggest problems we face, like climate change. By modeling countless scenarios, an AI could determine the best course of action and allocate resources accordingly. Specifically, artificial intelligence could manage our cities smarter, reducing waste, improving infrastructure, and making life more efficient for everyone. Artificial intelligence could also staff courts, manage budgets, and deliver justice more efficiently. Basically, it could help humans do their jobs better. In the end, though, it would be up to us to decide whether or not to follow its advice. Ultimately, AI could fix the biggest problems in politics or become the biggest problem of all. That's why it's so important to think about how we can use it responsibly. So we ask you, would you trust AI to lead your country? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure to subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching.